Hey, Matt Collum here. Appreciate you guys taking a look at the video. What I've got for you today is a selection of basically camping mess kits. Trying to decide what's the best kit for me, maybe for you. I had a few that I choose from. I'm going to kind of go through some of the pros and cons of each one to decide what's the best one out there that's available. It may not be one of the ones I have here, but this is the ones that I'm going to show. These are the ones that I actually own and can kind of demonstrate the pros and cons and kind of what uses they're good for. So we're going to take a look at each one and then we'll decide from there. So the first thing I've got, and personally I think this is my favorite for an individual, is the Stanley steel cooker nesting cups. So this one has a lid. It's got a fold out handle so you can keep it right in your hand. It's got a lid. The lid actually has spots to drain, so if you had noodles or something where you could drain the liquid out, it's got a single and a double spot so you can drain your liquids out of the top. That's a pretty nice feature. Inside of it, it comes with two nesting cups. These are pretty hard plastic nesting cups. These would be used for drinking, put soup in, anything like that. Now a lot of times I see people take these out because they may not be quite as useful, and then just use the pot maybe to keep your stove, like a jet burner stove, or your lighting materials, maybe even keep your food in here. If you're going on a single or double night stay, maybe keep your food in here. But this is definitely a nice little pot. It's not very heavy. You put it right over the fire. It's got a handle. Inside of it, it's got on the inside and outside measuring, so you can see 20 ounces, 40 ounces all the way down. But it shows you kind of where your liquids are in case you need to have an exact measurement for a recipe or for something that you're cooking. So I kind of like that one. But yeah, like I said, got the top. Put that on there. You can be able to drain your pasta or rice or whatever you're cooking, soup. So that's the Stanley steel cooker. Put those back inside. So the next one that I have is by Coughlins. It comes in a bag. This is just a mess kit. It's got a black bag. This is a multi-pot set. This would not be something for an individual, like if you're doing a single night or double night. This is more for a group or long term, if you're not having to hike around, because this is a much bigger kit. You're going to get multiple pots in this kit. So each of the pots has a lid as well as a handle built onto it, and it comes with this black carrying case. And then each pot does have the drain holes, just like with the Stanley, so you would be able to drain liquids out of it. I'm going to take all three. So it has 3 pots of 3 different sizes, each with a lid and a handle. And the handle has rubber, so you don't have to worry about burning your fingers on the lid when you're cooking. It also comes with a little cup. That's a measuring cup, so it is 1 cup at the top, 3/4, half, and 1/4, each marked. So that's pretty handy. And then it also comes with a cleaning cloth, so that's pretty nice. You can clean your pots up after you're done. It fits right inside the smaller pot on the inside along with the cup. So the first pot is the smaller pot here. Like I said, the handles just fold out just like that, and they go into each other. Makes it into a handle with rubber on each grip. You can cook with that, just like that, and then, like I said, when you're done, wipe it out. All the pots are like that. The handles slide into each other and makes it for a pretty good grip. And they're pretty stable. They have 3 rivets on the inside of each pot, keeping the handle pretty stable. And then those just fold down to the side to fit back into each other and nest. These are all anodized steel coating, so that's pretty good, non-stick. Nice little feature, because a lot of these are stainless, so you can get that non-stick feature, so that's kind of an advantage with this one. And like I said, it even goes up to this big pot here, which I believe is a ½ gallon, maybe even a 3/4 gallon pot, so that's will be a lot of food for an individual, but definitely good if you're carrying a family or a group. This would be a kit for a larger group. And then in the bottom has a frying pan, same feature. The handle goes into each other. Got you a pretty deep frying pan, 2 to 3 inch deep frying pan. But yeah, definitely this kit would be more for a larger group, not for an individual. This would be pretty heavy for one person to carry around and cook when you're cooking for yourself. So, but Coughlins 4-piece 4-pot kit. Like I said, each one has a lid and it all nests inside of each other. So that's a nice feature. It doesn't take up as much space as you would think for a full kit. You know, it's only a couple of pounds, so I mean, it's not huge and heavy, but it is a bigger kit for an individual. This would be more what I would recommend for a group camping trip, Boy Scout camping, or maybe a long camp with multiple people in the party. But that's by Coughlins. Like I said, it has this little carrying bag, so you can put everything in one place once it's cooled and clean. Stick that right back in there. Everything cinches up, you're ready to go. So the next one I have here is a Sterno stove kit. This one actually has the pots and everything all included. It's the stove plus the cooking kit. All inclusive, one little kit. Pop the top off. This actually folds behind it and becomes a handle for a big pot. I've actually used this one a few times. Use this little Sterno canned heat is what actually goes underneath to heat it up. You could use other fuel sources, but this is the one that it actually is designed for, is these little Sterno canned heat. It's a liquid gel fuel. So it's pretty stable, doesn't tip over very easily. So as you can see, this folds together, gives you a small little surface for your pot. It actually goes this way. So it folds together, as you can see, everything folds up. And you set this down, it gives you a surface area for your pot, and then your little fuel cells go inside. It also comes with this little spoon, fork, knife combo, so you can use that. It has a flap in the front, you can flip this up, slide your canned fuel inside, and then once you light those, like I said, your pot can go right on top. But this thing is pretty neat because it's all inclusive. Everything folds up on the inside. It even came with a little metal cup. It's actually in my camping kit. But those are all part of the same kit. And you can cook right on the top. Everything's metal, rubber handle. Uses the fuel cells, but you could use something else under there if you wanted to. So this is a neat little kit if you want everything all inclusive with the pot. Because everything else I've shown you has been just the cookware. This one actually has the cookware and the stove itself, so that's a little different. And then the last one I have is a all-in-one mess kit. These are pretty common. This is kind of like the Army issue ones, real similar. I got this at Academy. It was like $5–10. It's got a little screw here at the end. Once you unscrew that, that turns into a handle. And you just tighten it back up. This is can be used as plate or small pan. Has a small pot with a handle, plastic cup, and then the pot has a lid. Now these are not real high quality. It's kind of thin metal. Not something that's, you know, going to last forever, but for the, you know, it's real lightweight, so it'd be nice for a little backpacking kit or camping kit. But you can cook with the pan or the pot, and then have a plate to serve, so it gives you a serving area, so you're not having to use your pot to eat out of. And then it has the cup that still has the measuring on the inside, 1 cup, 3/4, 2/4, 1/4. So you have a measuring cup with it, similar to some of the others. And then everything stacks back into each other. So pretty nice little kit. Those are the kits that I have, like I said. Alright guys, those are the mess kits that I have personally. Like I said, there's tons of them out there. Lots of different varieties that are available, different price ranges. Like I said, there's a lot of people that prefer the titanium ones because it's a lighter weight. So there's a lot of different preferences. These are just the ones that I own, and I've just been kind of weighing the options on the different ones to see what I'm going to use when I start doing some solo camping. I think for me personally, as an individual camper, I think the Stanley is probably the best for me. It's got the bigger pot, deeper. It's got all the room I need for cooking, so this will probably be what I take out. I think if I had, 1 or 2 more people, I'd probably have to go with the Sterno just because it has the stove and the pot all built into one, and it's still pretty portable. But those are probably my top 2 of the ones that I own. I'll probably end up taking the Stanley as my go-to camping cup if I'm going to do some hiking or some 1-2 night camping trips. But I think in a bigger group, Coughlins is definitely the way to go. But like I said, these are the ones that I have. Let me know what you think, and maybe let me know what you're using, or if you have some suggestions, put those down in the comments. But this is the selection that I have, and I just wanted to kind of review the gear. I've got some camping trips coming up this summer, so I'll be able to post those videos. I got a tent video where I've already shown a tent that I'll be using, and I'll be showing some other gear in the next few weeks. But this is just kind of the mess kits that I've been starting to review and kind of make decisions on. So appreciate you guys taking a look. Have a good one.